You know it's coming, right? You know it's coming. What? Tim, why did you break this? Tim, why did you break it?
I have no clue.
You don't know why you broke it?
I don't know why, and I don't know.
Actually, it was broken. We can blame Teresa for this.
I stopped her because she's the one that ran it the most.
Yeah, Teresa did it. She's like, I didn't do that. It was perfectly fine when I was done using it. It sounded like my grandmother. Anyway, no, it's just one of these things. These 750s are kind of known for this problem. These rock shaft breaks. It's not an unknown problem. Now, the thing that gets me is we were going to help Timmy Cornpicker out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when Tim drove it there, he got to the field and was told where to start. He got started, and how far did you get?
I got to where the field behind the house, and it broke off.
So you didn't even get it in the ground?
No, I did not.
You drove it, you gave it exercise, and I'm sure Tim was like, what the fuck, man, this piece of shit. All right. Okay. Did I need those fingers? No. Why do I need fingers? God, that hurt. Don't put your fingers where you don't put your dick. All right, Tim, give me that. Not that. I need you to hit it with a hammer. Oh. Yeah. Oh, the hammer. Actually, you should hit that. Give me that thing. Hit the come along up just to see here. What am I looking at myself for? Up with the come along. 1/2 of a click. One click. Hold on. All right, keep going. All right, hold on. All right, now smack it with the hammer. What the goal here is to just get it together. No, at the end. It needs to come towards me.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, not that much. There you go. It is there. Shit. Because it's got to turn. Hold on, I'm going to get a sledgehammer. I don't think that bar is doing anything. You just got to kind of get it lined up square, right? Keep turning it. That is working. Hold it. I think that is actually moving it. You know what I think I'm going to need is, I think I'm good. See that big gap in there? I think that's actually stoved in. Go get a flashlight, that Milwaukee flashlight. It actually looks as though it's going the way it's supposed to now. I think we're close. And if I can just get a bead on there, I could probably loosen that up and smack it over a little ways so that I got more room to run my stick. I'm going to run a really deep penetrating rod, 6011, where 6010 has really good penetration. So let's see what it is bent. That's exactly what happened there. See it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're square. We're where we need to be. Get the impact gun with 15/16 inch on, and we'll go ahead and loosen this up, and we'll pry it across. So I got plenty of room to weld it, because I really want to get Tim's soy. I got to finish our soybeans, but I want to do that for Tim. All right. So here we go.
Does it suck most of the time?
It usually does suck, but for some reason tonight must be my night to weld uphill.
Yes, so.
Oh, yeah. What did she? I'm sure it was Teresa. can't get my nose to work. What? Alright, nobody likes to watch me weld anyway, but we got it all back together again. And if you want, Timothy, what was that on your live stream?
Yeah.
What was it, Tim Pandy, or was it on
Tim Pandy.
Instagram or YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Go to Tim Pandy on YouTube and you can see what we did. Yeah, all back together. I laid a bunch of beads of weld in there and I ground it out and laid it in. And that's what we did. Put her back together again. It looks terrible. I think I'm going to have to buy one of those. The last one I know that a farmer bought, and he was complaining. Excuse me, I'm kind of doing too many things at once here. He was complaining about what it cost. So his name was Harry Michelenko. Harry Sr., and he's been dead now for, a fair many years. Harry has. And he says, we had to replace one of those things that cost $800. Can you believe it, for a piece of tube? I'll bet you can't get it. Well, you might be able to get it, but whatever it's going to cost, it's going to be a fair bit more than $800. I can guarantee you that. If I have to, I'll just go buy a heavier piece of tubing, like a thicker walled tubing, and I'll chop out that round piece and put them in there and call it a day. So anyways, there it is, all done. All right, so I'm gonna show you a little bit of a problem that I'm having here. All right, so I sprayed these soybeans. These are no-tilled in through the rye that was here. This field was kind of wet anyway, especially right here. This was a pasture to the old dairy farm where my grandfather and my uncle used to milk cows. And, you know, the beans, they look fine. These look just fine. There's a little bit of spotting on there. There's no bugs or anything. The ground is hard. This ground has been just neglected to death. But there's some deer pressure here, but not bad. They don't like to stick their nose down through the rye. But I did make a mistake. I made a mistake. I'm going to show you my mistake, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing to fix the mistake. Look at these soybeans. Why do these soybeans look like this? Look at this. Why do these beans look like this? The roots are tying. They look terrible. That's herbicide. That's herbicide. So what I did was I was spraying beans, and then I went to spraying corn, and I rinsed out my sprayer. I emptied the sprayer completely out when I was done with the corn. Then I rinsed out the sprayer, and then I put my glyphosate in there for the soybeans. And the glyphosate rinsed the Callisto off the sides of the damn sprayer tank and has caused Callisto damage. Now, you go up there, obviously that field there is fine, but if you go up to the other side, and I will show you, you know, the damage. Now, I am just frustrated to no end because these beans looked so good, and now they're fucked. Excuse the French. Now, I don't think that they will pull through. I don't think they will, and the reason I say that is because, well, it's got good nodules on it already. That's a weird one. But they look a little bit brown, like the roots are turning brown. So to me, that is a die off in the roots. Roots, if you're from the Midwest, got good nodulation though. So anyways, see that down there? That's a corn planter. Callisto not only is a contact, it'll damage them on contact, but it's also a residual. And if I go ahead and plant soybeans back through here, it's just futile. I just find it's going to be futile. It isn't going to make a damn bit of anything good because they're just going to take up that. They're just going to take up that Callisto, and it's going to inhibit their ability to grow. So I do have a skipper out here. That field there, I'm not thoroughly impressed with either. I think I don't know. I'm not going to replant it, but I've replanted everything from here up and into corn, obviously. Into corn, you can see the rows. You know, this is where those furrow cruisers work really good. Look at this. Crumbles them right down. There's nothing there. But there's a skipper out there. And I'll show you when I get into the next field what it looks like. So, but yeah, it's going to be corn again. This will be the third year in a row of corn. But I had to rye in, and I'm just disgusted by it. Now I even backed that spray. No shit, too. I backed that sprayer up in here, and I sprayed right in here. This is where the idiot that farmed it before threw his pallets and stuff. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just he could have took them home with him. But anyways, I sprayed that stuff in here. I backed that thing in and pumped all that rinsate out into here, and it was just, as I went, it washed and washed and washed, and the farther down I got it, it just killed it. So I got half a notion to just go ahead and plant everything, including this little field here, back into corn. I don't know. I'm going to look a little closer at that one. I'm not happy. Not happy. Not happy at all. This is my grandparents' place. This is where my mother was raised, actually. When I was a kid, those red maples, they were small. I got pictures of them, but it's a beautiful house. Alright, so this is what it looks like when you screw up. And it really wasn't a screw up. What happened was the glyphosate, which is a highly, there's a lot of surfactant in glyphosate. And I have the 5.4 pound gallon or 538 pound gallon glyphosate, which has a lot of surfactant, which is basically soap. And what that soap does is it washes just like clothes. Well, if you look there, it's one way. If you look there, it's another, because I ran out there. And those beans are okay. These beans here are really dead. Hold on. You can see the line. I don't know how good you can see the line, but you can see the line where it just smoked those off, and these here to the right was where I came back with another tank full. So just everybody that's out there that sprays their own stuff, just be careful with the glyphosate. That damn stuff. I mean, I know it was the Callisto. The Callisto is what burned it. It might have been some, I don't know. Yeah, it had to be the Callisto. But yeah, and it may recover some. It may recover, I don't know, but I'm not even risking it. This is it. It's corn. Gonna be corn. So I'm just gonna lick my wounds and get on with my life. That's all I can say. The beans that are over there, they're gonna be there. So there's about 40 acres over there. 35, 40 acres over on that side. It'll be soybeans, and that's okay. I don't care. I got the seed corn. I know that if I put soybeans back in there, there'd probably be enough residual in that it would fuck it up. So, excuse the language, but I'm just frustrated today. I'm very frustrated. I really didn't want to be doing this, but sometimes you got to roll with the punches. And I always tell everybody that watches my channel that when I screw up, I show it. And I know there's a fair few of my viewers that'll just be like, "Oh, you stupid ass," you know, and that's okay, because I know nobody else makes mistakes in this world. It's just me. It's just me. I know it's just me. Oh, anyway, you gotta laugh at it, but I am rather disappointed and frustrated. So, yeah, you can see right there. I was coming up. I ran out over there. I came back, sprayed it again, and then I hit that point right there. You can see that those beans would be just fine. Now, I'm gonna have to spray it again for corn and the residual for the corn, I think I'm actually going to reduce the residual, just for the simple reason that I don't think it's necessary. I've had 3 years of putting corn herbicide on. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just at a loss for words right now because it's expensive to do this. 55 acres, you know, just say $5,000, at least $5,500 in seed and everything else. So yeah, but whatever, it's gone. You can see my skippers up there where I shut the booms off too soon. There's one right there. Anyway, I'll just hit that, make my corner as that thing comes up. Uh-oh, why does that thing look like it's got a rock stuck in it? I believe it did have a rock stuck in it. Unless I've got, I should probably pay attention to what I'm doing. Not to see, I think I got something stuck in a row unit over there. Which one is it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, must have been a rock in it. Because, oh wait, I see it. Closing wheel has problems. Alright, I'm gonna go deal with that. There it is. Oh! Let me do this. I could do that. Pull that back. Would you look at that? That rock is the perfect size and shape to stick in there. So I guess while I'm here, I got this opportunity. I will show you what those furrow cruisers do. I just can't. This damn soybeans make me sick. Bye-bye, rock. You can see some of the rye has built up on the closing wheels, but that don't matter. That little bit don't matter. And yeah, you know, you just grab a hold of it. Got to be careful with rye though. That stuff's got some, it'll cut you. But anyhow, they do a really nice job of closing up that row and crumbling. Look at that. So this soil is exposed. This is not ideal for regenerative agriculture. I'm probably going to let this go for 3 or 4 days before I come in and terminate the soybeans. And I don't know. I definitely am going to put a residual on my residual down because I have stuff like this. This shit. This is mare's tail. And it is dying. It's just very difficult to kill. And the former farmer on here, he had tolerant, resistant mare's tail. I don't know that he ever had tolerant, but resistant mare's tail, and it needs to be dealt with. So another dose of Roundup on it may get it under control. Obviously I could probably use 2,4-D on it, you know, if I wanted to. And we're back in business, just like that, closing rows, poking seeds in the ground. But that's what it should look like right there. That's what it should look like, and that's what it does look like. Now I don't know, maybe I jumped the gun, I don't know, but I don't think I did jump the gun. I think I made the right decision to just get corn in here because it is a residual herbicide that has burnt that, and that's the Callisto. It's basically Bicep with Callisto, which is Lumax, and I know that Callisto will do that because that is the broadleaf herbicide, and with it doing that to it now, I don't think it'll ever recover. I honestly don't believe that would ever recover. Soybeans are pretty resilient, but when you hit them with the broadleaf herbicides, they don't recover very good. And you can see right where I ran out with that tank mix right there. It's right there. Oh, I'm so sick, because the beans do actually look pretty okay. They do. It's green, nice and covered. The grass or the foxtail that was coming up is now dying. You know, you can see that's what the yellowing is in there. And they would be canopied in a week and a half, and all that stuff would be mute. So, but now it's going to be corn. Corn. Oh Lord, you know, that's another thing when you're working tired. When you're working and you're tired, mistakes happen. And that's really what happened here, just mistakes. I made a mistake. I should have been a little better with the clean out of the sprayer. I won't do it again, but the good thing is I have another 3 boxes of soybean seed, and instead of putting corn where I didn't want to put corn, I'll just put soybeans there, and we'll call that a good day, right? I need to get this thing up to about 5.1, yeah, we'll call it a good day. Yeah, so anyway, that's still gonna put me at, like, I'll have 600, not quite 650 acres of corn, and I'll still have my 400 acres of soybeans, 450 actually, because at 100 it'll be 450 acres of soybeans. So there's 450 and it's 1100 acres of row crops. That's enough for me to deal with. Like I've told you before, it's just me, Teresa, Tim, and Dad, and you know, that's enough for us to handle. Anyway, there we go. William, are you ready to go home?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ready to go home. It's a long night. It's 9:30. It's past your bedtime, right? Is it past your bedtime? And we still have to eat supper yet.
Eat supper?
Yeah, we're gonna eat supper. You know, your mommy's coming to pick us up, right? Is mommy coming?
Yep.
Yep, mommy's our savior tonight.
I had to get
So
you.
we planted through some gnarly stuff today. We put lime on in the winter time, and it really made it super duper nice. If I'd have put fertilizer on this, it would have probably not want to die. Oh, there's Mommy. Is that you coming in? Okay, Mommy's behind us. Look at that. That mommy bear. Okay, let's say we shut this off.
I found Mommy a choo-choo train.
Mommy don't have a choo-choo train. What are you talking about?
It's not here. They wrapped it in.
What's there? Oh,
Shut it
okay, so you're gonna hang on to my back, right? Yeah, come on, get on. Hang on. Hang on tight. Where are you? There you are. Let me shut this camera off because it's dark. Ah! Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a corn planter in the way, Will.